guys, welcome to In Case of Econ Struggles. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I export figures from Stata into Overleaf. And I'm going to show you both how I make this figure right here and how I make sure that these numbers, so example figure 1, equation 1 here, are automatic and I can reference those both in the note, in the text, and if I were to insert other equations and other figures, these numbers would adjust automatically. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And we're going to start by jumping into the Stata code. So the way I'm going to talk about the Stata code, in a separate video, I've sort of talked about how I get this first figure on the left using all the states, but I haven't really talked about how I exclude specific states, so let me just talk about that really quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this drop if combined with a regular expression, or regex. This is just the regular expression to drop Hawaii or Alaska or the District of Columbia, and I just need to say district. If you want to see a separate video on regex, just drop a comment below and I can make a separate video on how to use that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through exactly the same code we've done before to sort of make this two-way graph. The only thing that I want to highlight is I'm not going to put any titles in this Stata output. What I want to do is I want to use Overleaf to make those titles for me. I want to sort of make each title different for each of the different graphs, and so I'm not going to include any title in here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and export it as a PDF exactly like I've done before. Here is the graph that we're going to use as figure A. And here's the graph that we're going to use as figure B over here. And so if I go into the LaTeX code and I sort of make this a little smaller, the first thing you're going to see is that when I write this equation up in here, I'm going to make sure I label it. So I'm going to say label equation or EQ, fuel consumed. And then for the figure itself, which I'll get to in a second, I'm also going to give that a label. And that label is how Overleaf knows to give it a certain number. And it'll keep the order as the order that you put in the figures. When I begin the figure, is this caption right here, this is going to be the title that you see right here. Okay, so this is which year drives coefficient on a number of vehicles. Now Overleaf is going to automatically insert figure 1 for me, and then it's going to insert my title. And now I'm going to begin subfigure. Okay, so the subfigure means, all right, the first guy on the left, what are we going to do with that subfigure on the left? First, I want to make sure the width of that subfigure is about half the page. 0.45 tends to work best for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to label, or I'm going to caption, or I'm going to give that the title of using all 50 states in DC. And then I'm going to make sure I'm centering within that sort of mini picture. And then I'm going to scale appropriately my included graphic. This guy right here, this trim and clip, suppose that I don't include that option. If I recompile without that trim option, you can see it adds this little tiny border in gray around the outside of my figure. That's not anything that Overleaf is doing. That's because when you include a graphic, this is sort of just the edge of that file that Overleaf is putting in. So what you can do is if I go ahead and put this back with a little comma in here, what it's going to do is it's going to trim out the last 0.1 centimeters from this figure. So it's going to sort of crop out that border, so that when I go ahead and I recompile, that border's gone. You can't see it anymore, just like how it is on figure B. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for the first figure, so I'm going to end my subfigure. Okay, and then I'm just going to fill in the space between these two graphs. And then I'm going to begin my next subfigure, where I'm going to include my other graph. I'm going to say, okay, well now this is without Alaska, Hawaii, and DC. Again, scaling and trimming to get rid of this box over here. Now that I've done with that, I can go ahead and go to the note. The way I do the note is with this mini page. Okay, so I'm going to say begin mini page, which is just going to be this own little page within the broader LaTeX document. I'm going to have that be exactly the same width as the rest of the text, just so that it looks nice. And then I'm going to make it footnote size so that it looks like it's a footnote. I'm going to say notes colon, and then I'm going to go ahead and start writing. Again, every time I use this ref and the label that I used on this figure, it's going to automatically insert a 1. And it's going to insert a 1 because this is the only figure, because this is the first figure. Again, if I were to insert a figure sort of before this, this would automatically change to a 2 and I wouldn't have to do anything manually, it's just automatic numbering. And again, same with the equation. It's going to say equation 1. If there were multiple equations or an equation before this equation that I show you up here, it would change that to equation 2 automatically. One thing I like to do when I'm talking about this note is if I want to reference a specific subfigure, say I want to reference subfigure 1A, I just say ref, and then I put an A after the reference so that it comes in 1A, 1B, that sort of thing. Okay, so this is just sort of how I include graphics in Overleaf from Stata. If you got questions about this, feel free to put that in the comment section below. But if this video or these videos in general are helping you out, please like and subscribe. See you next time for another case of econ struggles.